Morning, it's the 30th of November, I think. Just down at these two fields of maize, what was maize and what Phil ploughed the other day, and there came 14 mil of rain, which put us back a bit, but I think we'll get them ticked off today. I think we'll get Ollie down here, because we're going to be waiting for the Tillage land. Well, we can't plan on doing it all together because we might miss the boat on these two. So these 10 acres, I'll get Ollie to drill today because he's here, not at Chris's, and get them ticked off. A lot drier than I thought, actually, walking across it. But yeah, it's the day after the budget. Christ, that's going to affect a lot of people massively, innit? Affect me included, I think. I don't know. It just makes you think now. Why are we bothering doing what we're doing? What with red tape and one thing and another, we ain't appreciated at all. And if we start bloody protesting and going on, you know, like blocking roads up, and we'll become public enemy #1, which won't do us any good. But I don't know. I think the Labour government need to have another think about this inheritance tax, because, well, I don't think, if that happened to my dad or my uncle, I think we'd have to definitely sort of sell bits and pieces to pay the tax. I mean, it's not just on the land you own. I mean, £1 million nowadays, when you're talking assets of land and property, is nothing. It's now nothing whatsoever. It gets you out. It's a massive amount of money, don't get me wrong, but farmers are asset rich, cash poor. You know, I don't earn 200 grand a year off my £1 million asset, you know, and if I do earn out, I end up spending it because I pay it in tax anyway. It's just like mindless, and it won't be so bad if the money, it won't be so bad if the money we are paying is well spent, but it's getting, so many more billion to the education, so many more billion to the health service. What? For these idiots to waste? I mean, our roads, for instance, are in a terrible state. This road here, it's a little single track road, what feeds the main road to a couple of little villages that way, right? Runs by here. And I think 2-3 years ago, in one at floods, a branch got under a bridge. In fact, I'll show you later on. I'll go in more depth later on, and it cost 450,000. And when I bring I have to get back to the farm, but when I bring lads back, or when I bring Phil back, because we have to go pick our 630 up from Frank's, I'll show you this little bridge, and we'll show you what we got for it cost 450,000, and it was a shower of shit. I mean, they were there months doing nought with equipment on hire, and there's projects like this all over the country, you know, where it should have cost 40-50 grand, I would reckon, and that would have been, you'd have got a good job for that and all. And my mate went to a council meeting and sort of argued the case, well, you know, because it was shut bloody 14-15 months. Oh, it's a piss take, so it's just a waste of money. Right, I'm back to the farm. Pissed off today, I'll tell you. It's a bit all go here today. We've got Phil putting a bit of MOP on, a bit of fertiliser on on these maize land. Mark and Matt tating over there, and our Ollie's come to drill this maize land, and now I have to pick the 630 up from Frank's, which is down the road, put this power on so we can take the headlands up, and then put drag on so we can drag his tating land up. So yeah, a bit all go really. This is only a small acreage, it's only 20 acres, but it isn't the best of going. It'll be slow going for all really. For one, it hasn't been worked, it's just been ploughed, so he's doing all the lot. So he's sort of working it, levelling it, compacting it and drilling it. So I've just said to be patient and just steady away, mate. Let the machine do a good job, like, even if I have to come back tomorrow and finish it off. So right, I'll take this power off and then we'll get 6:30 on it where we'll get it gathered up. Oh fuck. There's a real wet hole where Ollie is now, and I've just heard a sort of a different note at tractor. And I said to him, go around it. Go on, keep going. Once we see him turn, he's alright. Yep, marker's up, so he's at end. Drills up, so he's made it through it, but it's terrible. Yeah, there's just one wet hole in this field, or a real bad wet hole, which is an absolute sod. Right, Phil's finished his little job. It was just slightly low. We maybe could have put it on at spring, but I like tillage, back end tillage in the seed bed, so the roots are among it, sort of thing. Last time we had wheat in these two fields, they did brilliant, really did. It was the perfect season for wheat, and they did sort of near on 4 tonne, which Christ, if we average 3 tonne, we're happy. Well, if we get 3 tonne of anything, we're happy really, but occasionally we've had 4s, 4.5s, we've had a 5. We had a massive yield of spring oats once, which my dad reckoned, it never went over at Weybridge, but counting trailers it could have been nearer on a record, and we didn't do naught fancy. We must have just hit everything right, and yeah, they did a massive yield. But usually if we can get 3 of wheat, or anything over 3 is a bonus. 3 of winter barley is very, very acceptable on our land. 2.5 of spring barley. Yeah, he's away, he's our off, so I think we can leave him. What we're looking at here is the controversial bridge. £450,000. And what it was an traditional brick bridge. Well, it's quite fancy, don't get me wrong. Our traditional bridge, and in floods of how many years ago? 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago, it shut for 18 months. It washed the bottom out. So what they've done, they've steel shuttered it this time, which is a good idea, but I think it's a little bit over-engineered. A big pipe would have done the job. And yeah, 450,000, and it was shut. The road would be shut 18 months. There was surveys for newts and one thing and another. They just made the job drag out. But how the hell on a little single track road like this do you get a price of £450,000? And if I'm wrong, council come and tell me, and I'll apologise I'm wrong, but I'd like to know how they priced it, to be fair. Yeah, there was services here. There was a water main which had to be dealt with, but £450,000 is just a little bit extreme to me, wouldn't you say, Philip?
Definitely. What was it before though? Just a big...
It was just a brick. It was just a brick thing, which served its purpose for years and years, but it got a branch underneath and then it blew the water uphill, sort of thing, and washed the brickwork away. Could have been fixed very easy, but... And there's bridges all over here with same prices. You know, there's one down from us what's been shut a good while, and it'll be probably the same price ticket. That's where our money's going from. There's plenty of money. It just gets spent terribly.
It's extreme for a country lane.
Yeah, it is extreme. Yeah.
5 or 6 cars a day will use it.
Yeah, and Matt with his a pal of our here, Matt Robbo, he comes across it. He had to go right way around. It was shut for, like I said, 18 months. And yeah, hardly any traffic. But anyway, it's not for us to wonder why. What is it with people nowadays? Oh, no, I'd like her to take it home. Here, give it Willow. Load of feed barley off to a pal of ours at Beedale for his cattle. Oh, it's just time we started shifting a bit, but the price is pretty dire. Slow progress today. I thought he'd have been a bit further on, but Phil's just tidying Edlands up so he can come and drill Edlands in here, and then he'll have a bit of a wait. Had a bung spout, but luckily it was the outside one, so hopefully with a bit of overlap it won't look that bad. But I don't think he's had it for long because this drill spews it up at top and I can't see any on top, so we'll see anyway. Time will tell. It's a right piece of kit this. Price for an old drill, it's just very, very pleased with that. And I'll keep crowing on about it, but anyway. Right, I'm going to get him half a bag of seed shoved in to be safe. And then that's it. So off on the jollies tomorrow. I want to Manchester to a PK on a bender with my mate. That's all action down here. There's Max with his Grimmy turkey harvest. He's had his disaster, his arm roll has fallen out. So he's just finishing turkeys and then he's finished. We're just finishing this off. There's a 2 or 4 row Grimmy working over there. Self-propelled turkey harvesters, so they're off Alpha Leather. And yeah, it's all go, all action. Right, on that note, Rough Hard Farm in East Yorkshire. Bye for now.